The Flash uses his powers of super speed to enforce the laws of Central City. But what about the laws the cast of the hit CW show has to follow? What are some of the strict rules that the cast must stick to keep their jobs? Hey folks, and welcome back to The Binger. In honor of the start of the 6th season of The Flash, we're going to be taking a look at the rules that the cast has to follow to keep their jobs. Number 1. Respect for diversity. The Flash, as well as many of the other shows in CW's DC superhero universe, has one of the most diverse casts in primetime television. Candice Patton, who plays Iris West Allen, and Jesse L. Martin, who plays her father Joe West, are both African American. Carlos Valdez, who plays Cisco Ramon, or The Vibe on the show, he was born in Colombia. Keenan Lonsdale, who plays Wally West, also known as the Kid Flash, he was born in Australia to a father of Nigerian descent. With such a diverse cast, respect for diversity is one of the keystones of The Flash and its companion shows. When CW actors mock that diversity, the way Riverdale actor Cole Sprouse did in a series of tweets, they can find themselves in hot water, both on and off the screen. Number 2. Getting along. The process of filming a TV series, even one as exciting as The Flash, is not as glamorous as it may appear. You have long hours, difficult dialogue, and strenuous conditions, and that can put a strain on anyone at any job. Combine that with the pressure of putting on a hit TV show week after week, tempers can flare up. With this in mind, producers and directors emphasize that actors get along with one another and with the crew. After all, superheroes are supposed to fight supervillains, not each other, right? And castmates who fight can't always blame mind-controlling aliens for their bad behavior. Number 3. Pay your taxes. The heroes of The Flash stand up for the law, order, and justice, while the villains push for power, chaos, and greed. While The Flash can outrun most supervillains, it's doubtful that he can actually outrun the IRS. Some actors who have played superheroes on the big screen have run afoul of the International Revenue Service in real life. In 2008, Blade star Wesley Snipes was convicted of failing to file tax returns. He served more than 2 years in federal prison. In November of 2018, Snipes offered to pay $842,000 to wipe out a tax debt of over $23 million. The IRS declined the offer. Number 4. Watch your words to the press. An actor's job on a hit TV show doesn't end when the cameras stop rolling. The actors on The Flash must sit for interviews with entertainment magazines, TV talk shows, and comic convention audiences. While many of these interviews happen in a friendly setting, others can be tougher than a fight against the villain of the week. Some tabloid media outlets look for quotes that they can use to create sensational headlines, sound bites, and clickbait material. The speed at which controversy can spread throughout the interwebs would put The Flash to shame. Hit shows like The Flash often have public relations staffers who can teach the actors what topics to avoid and how to answer tough questions without fueling any controversies. Number 5. Showrunners run the show. The role of a showrunner extends beyond just creating the initial idea for the show. Showrunners act as the connection between the producers and the cast and crew. When a showrunner gets into a conflict with a cast member, even one with a prominent role, it's often the actor who gets the boot. In the 4th season of Arrow, the character of Laurel Lance was written out of the show. Reports persisted that the character got the axe due to conflicts between actress Katie Cassidy and showrunner Mark Guggenheim. The Flash will experience a change in showrunners starting in the upcoming season 6. Co-executive producer Eric Wallace is going to step into the big chair, while the previous showrunner Todd Helbing moves into a development role at Warner Brothers TV. Number 6. Death's revolving door. In a story universe with time travel, evil doppelgangers, and Lazarus pits, death isn't always the end, either for the character or for the actor. At a 2016 press screening, Arrow showrunner Mark Guggenheim said, "Dead is not goodbye in the Arrow universe." Exhibit A. Harrison Wells, played by Tom Cavanaugh, who started out in Season 1 as a mentor and friend to Barry Allen. In later season, the audience learns that Harrison Wells died in a car accident in 2000. The man posing as Wells is actually Eobard Thawne, a speedster from the future who set up the accident and stole Wells' identity. We also see versions of Wells from different universes, including a detective named Harrison Sherlock Wells. Number 7. Hiring and firing. While most people envy the fame and attention that TV stars receive, there's one aspect of the workaday life that most actors would love to have: job security. For the lead actors in a major TV show like The Flash, their job security is nearly assured. I mean, their names and faces are synonymous with these roles now, right? However, if an actor isn't working out, the showrunner can change, reduce, or eliminate that role. Even the title character can be removed from the show that they helped create. In March of 2018, comedian Roseanne Barr revived her hit show Roseanne after more than 2 decades. 2 months later, ABC canceled the series after Barr wrote some inflammatory tweets. The network brought the show back without Barr and renamed it The Connors. Number 8. Workplace romance. Superhero shows often feature actors who work hard to look real good for the cameras, and they often spend long days working together in close quarters, so it makes sense that romantic sparks could fly between cast members. Since most cast members are consenting adults, showrunners rarely establish any rules about dating among co-stars. However, as with any other workplace, actors must be careful that their romantic entanglements don't interfere with their work lives. When friction in a relationship spills out onto the soundstage, the results can cause tension throughout the entire cast and crew. And the tension can lead to one or both of the actors looking for a new job and can lead to the characters either being recast or written out entirely. Number 9. Location and relocation. While the Flash can run around the world in the blink of an eye, actors have a much more difficult time with relocation in the real world. Since The Flash takes place in the mythical Central City, the show isn't dependent on a specific location. Many of the CW shows, including The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Riverdale, all shoot their episodes on location in Vancouver, Canada. In some cases, the actors can't always make the trip north of the border. Supergirl star Callista Flockhart wasn't able to move from her home in Los Angeles, so producers were forced to write her role almost completely out of the show. Number 10. Leave the stunts to the pros. Viewers love to tune in to see Barry Allen fight off the Reverse Flash, Savitar, Cicada, and other dastardly supervillains in high-speed action sequences. As much fun as it can be for actors to play at being a superhero, producers and stunt coordinators must know when to step in. Some actors insist on doing their own stunts to maintain the illusion for the audience. However, these efforts don't come without some bumps and bruises. Arrow star Stephen Amell has reportedly suffered numerous injuries while attempting his own stunts. His injuries ranged from a deep bruise on his back to a jaw injury that gave him a lisp. Number 11. Keep your clothes on. The stars of The Flash are accustomed to wearing form-fitting costumes that show off their physiques. While the actors may be used to squeezing into spandex, producers still want to keep their stars from showing off too much skin. Whether it's for a magazine photo shoot or a selfie posted on Instagram, a picture that shows an actor in a compromising position can potentially compromise the show. The Flash is rated TV PG in the US, and while some episodes do include violence and suggestive language, they don't stray into taboo territory. Producers and showrunners expect actors to maintain a heroic image, offset, so a clothing-optional photo shoot is really no option at all. Number 12. Scheduling conflicts. The upside of a high-visibility show like The Flash is that producers of other shows get to see your work. The downside occurs when an actor lands a great role on another show, but the schedule conflicts with their current job. Case in point, Wentworth Miller. Before landing the role of Captain Cold on The Flash, Miller was the lead in the hit Fox TV show Prison Break. Fox canceled Prison Break in 2009, but decided to bring it back in 2017 with Miller in the lead role. Miller accepted the part and dropped out of his reoccurring role on The Flash. When Prison Break's run ended, Miller picked up his cold gun again and rejoined the cast. Number 13. Big stars, small budgets. The Flash strives to deliver big screen action and drama every single week. Unfortunately, limitations of both time and budget can force even the most ambitious TV shows to take shortcuts. As actors become more visible and their roles more prominent, their demands for higher paychecks also increase. While some shows like The Big Bang Theory can rake in enough cash to give their actors $1 million per episode deals, other shows have to make casting cuts. Chad Michael Murray, star of the early CW hit One Tree Hill, said that he was let go at the end of season 6 due to budget constraints. Number 14. Writing off for drama. One all-powerful force can wipe any superhero show off the screen, and that's poor ratings. Ratings determine the asking price for commercials. Commercials, for better or worse, provide the revenue needed to bring The Flash and other shows to life. One way that showrunners have found to boost ratings is to write off beloved characters. Relocations and passings of favorite characters have been tried and true rating stunts for decades. In the universe of The Flash, writers can throw in alternate dimensions, shifting timelines, and long-lost relatives stepping in as replacements. Actors should be prepared for whatever writers and showrunners throw at them, even if it means that they're putting on their costume for the last time. Number 15. Work comes first. Even though the characters in The Flash have superhuman powers, the actors who inhabit those characters are all too human. Actors may have to deal with issues ranging from family problems to long-term illnesses to physical and mental health treatments. These offset issues can affect the actors' performances on set, which can lead to tension among the cast and crew. While most producers will work with actors as they sort through their personal issues, they also want the actors to know that work comes first. When an actor's issues affect shooting schedules, airtime deadlines, or the overall quality of the show, producers may have to write that character off the show. Number 16. Check your attitude. With the fame and attention that the leads of hit TV shows often receive, a star can develop diva attitude which can cause tension among the cast and crew. By all reports, Flash stars such as Grant Gustin and Danielle Panabaker have maintained humble and professional attitudes both on and off the set. In contrast, actress Shannon Doherty left not one but 2 hit TV shows during her career. Doherty played Brenda Walsh in the original Beverly Hills 90210, but left the show in 1994. She was also written out of Charmed in 2001, allegedly due to conflicts with co-star Alyssa Milano. Number 17. Staying in shape. The Flash's increased metabolism allows him to eat whatever he wants and never gain an ounce. A quick jog around the globe is all he needs to burn off those calories from a donut or a cheeseburger. In the real world, actors on superhero shows have to keep in tip-top shape and watch what they eat. The intense physical demands of their roles along with the form-fitting costumes don't allow for actors to put on the pounds. Actors often commit to a strict diet and exercise routine so that they can maintain their superheroic physiques. Weight training for muscle building as well as cardio for endurance are a part of keeping superheroes, well, super. Number 18. Commit to the role. As much fun as The Flash and other superhero shows are to watch, even the most die-hard fans must admit that some aspects are a bit silly. The colorful costumes, the intense fights, the jargon-filled dialogue, and the insane plot twists can leave actors wondering if they made the right career choice. When an actor doesn't put their whole heart into a role, the performance will turn off an audience faster than Barry Allen can run around Central City. The best way to combat this boredom is for the actor to throw themselves into the role, no matter how ridiculous it may seem. Back to Tom Cavanaugh, the energy that he puts into his portrayal of Harrison Wells, or Eobard Thawne, whoever you want to call him, have made him a standout of the cast. Number 19. Stick to the script. One of the most appealing aspects of the Arrowverse is the tight continuity among the shows. Events in The Flash can influence episodes of Arrow or vice versa. A major reason that this continuity works so well lies in the collaboration among the showrunners, writers, directors, and cast. However, it also limits how much an actor can actually ad-lib. With every move and every line carrying so much meaning for the entire group of shows, actors are under immense pressure to stick to the script. While actors and directors can discuss how the cast can deliver their lines, any major alterations to dialogue or action often get turned down. Number 20. Conventional behavior. Cast members from The Flash and other Arrowverse shows frequently appear at San Diego Comic-Con to promote the upcoming season. They also appear at other conventions around the country to sign autographs, take photos with fans, and sit on panels to discuss the show. While some stars take advantage of the festive atmosphere of a con to party with fans, others can take the party a bit too far. In September of 2015, actor Manu Bennett, who plays Deathstroke, was arrested for assault after a convention in San Antonio, Texas. Bennett admitted that he had been drinking during the party. He also said that he had assaulted a man who had made derogatory remarks about his wife, Karen Horan, who had been battling breast cancer. Number 21. Social media savvy. Another way in which fans of The Flash and the actors can connect is through various social media platforms. Actors can post their thoughts on Twitter, share photos on Instagram, or chat live with fans through Facebook or other channels. As with the face-to-face interactions at conventions, stars must be cautious when posting to their social media channels. Riverdale star KJ Apa got into some hot water over his social media habits. He posted a Snapchat that compared the merits of beer and women, and also liked a comment that advocated fat shaming. Number 22. He Who Must Not Be Named. The Flash has been an integral part of the DC superhero TV universe since its launch. However, one hero closely associated with the Flash in the comics has only been hinted at on the small screen, mostly because his big screen debut was a monumental disaster. The 2011 film Green Lantern was one of the worst received superhero films in recent memory. The film barely made its $200 million budget back, and the stigma from that film carried over into other DC superhero projects. When Arrow premiered in October of 2012, writers took great pains not to call the main character Green Arrow until season 4. As of writing this, showrunners have not announced any plans to have the Scarlet Speedster fight alongside the Emerald Crusader. Number 23. No spoilers. As fans of The Flash look forward to the new season, they also want to watch the story unfold over each episode. When fans hear about potential story threads before an episode airs, it can take the fun out of the viewing experience. Producers often have strict measures to ensure that the actors don't spoil any potential plot points before the episode airs. The contracts of most actors contain clauses that penalize actors who spill the beans with fines, suspensions, or even termination. This lets fans guess what's going to happen next to the Scarlet Speedster and the rest of Team Flash, which, admit it, is half the fun of watching. Do you think these rules are reasonable? Are the producers right in laying down the law, or should the actors have more freedom? Let us know in the comment section down below. And before you go, please like this video and share it with some of your Flash fan friends, and subscribe to The Binger to get notified about our latest videos.